This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, welcome to February 10th already. My name's Kim. I live in Iowa. Currently have relapsing limiting MS, diagnosed in 2012. Currently on Ocrevus. I will go to Andrea. Introduce yourself. Let us know if you need time tonight because other people come in. I want to make sure we don't miss you if people start coming on in. So,
My name is Andrea. I live on the North Carolina Outer Banks. I was diagnosed in 2012. I'm currently on Ocrevus.
do you need time tonight, Andrea?
I don't know, maybe,
Okay. All
maybe
right.
not. I
Nate,
don't know.
I'm
welcome
Nate.
back.
Thank you. I'm Nate. I'm in California. Uh, I am currently on fingolimod, and I was diagnosed in August of 24.
Okay. And then did you need time tonight, Nate?
And what?
Time tonight to talk?
Uh, I don't know. I'd kind of like to listen. I have a habit of speaking a lot and dominating conversations, and I'm trying more to not do that.
I just want to make sure that anyone that shows up, they have a chance to talk so we get to them because, sometimes people can be long and
Absolutely.
I want to make sure we can get to
Yeah, no,
everybody. I
I
hate.
feel bad. I feel bad when I dominate conversations like that, so I'm trying to.
No, no, it's all good. Jump in when you need to. Let's go to
it's something
John.
it's something that I'm
Welcome.
learning how to self-regulate as well.
Yeah.
You know,
It might be part of the whole thing because I know if I'm like focused on something and somebody like pulls me out of that focus, it's like a static shock in my head.
yeah,
Like, people always thought I was mad, but it's not like I'm mad. It's like trying to talk to you while somebody's standing on your foot. Like,
yes.
oh, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. You know. Anyway,
John, go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know if you need time tonight.
Hi, I'm John. I live in Reed City, Michigan now. I was diagnosed in 2016 with relapsing remitting. So I'm almost up on 10 years, which is both scary and amazing. And I'm on Zeposia, and yes, I'd like time.
Okay. Thank you, John. Welcome, Mike. Are you able to unmute yourself, Mike, and introduce yourself? Let us know if you need time tonight. Um, if not, we can skip you, and once you get unmuted, we can come back to you, Mike.
Yeah.
We will go to Carmen. Welcome. Introduce
Hi.
yourself and let us know if you need time tonight.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. I had a little snooze. I fell asleep. I don't really do that very often, but I had a shower this afternoon and then just was nice and cozy.
Oh, I lost you. Your sound, Carmen.
Am I back now?
Yes.
I think I've got some kind of a funky wire here. I got to sit still. So I'm Carmen from Canada, and I have primary progressive MS, and I was diagnosed in 2014. And yeah, I'd like a little bit of time.
Okay. And then if you figure out how to unmute yourself, just let us know. Oh, he just left. Maybe he'll come back in. John or Carmen, who wants to start us off?
Whoever.
Go ahead, John.
All right. So I got to see my doggies today, guys.
Yay!
I did not get to see them like face to face, but we FaceTimed, and that was good enough for me. You know,
Who did you get to see, John?
my doggies.
Where are your doggies?
Oh God, Carmen,
Oh, I
my
missed
wife left
something.
me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, John.
I'm in a nursing
Oh,
home because I can't stay at home alone.
I'm
I'm
so
so
sorry,
sorry, man.
John.
So that's the big thing that was going on. But like, I FaceTimed with my dogs and heard them. I'm gonna try to get over there Thursday to like spend a couple hours with them and stuff. But yeah, Carmen, that's what's been going on, and I'm here in the nursing home, and
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Glad you made it tonight, John. Good to see
yeah,
you.
yeah, me
Mhm.
too. Um,
Glad to have you, man.
Sometimes it's weird that people here are like sometimes over helpful, but also it's because they know that they're kicking my ass in OT and PT. All right. For instance, last Friday, I walked 31 steps.
Wow.
I have not walked that far in pick a number. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, Doing like sit stands and fine motor control. Like today, I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I made hot chocolate, where I had to like reach to get the things down, and I had to reach to
Mhm.
put them back up. So that was good. That was good OT. You know, taking the things that I'm learning in PT and putting them to use.
Way to
So
kick
that's
some ass,
awesome.
John. Way to kick some
Yeah.
ass.
And one
Mhm.
thing that I want to say, like I've told them that we're doing, but I told them that we're going to do this. Excuse me for that. That PT and OT are going to work together to see what exercise can do each part of me getting into bed and out of bed. And I always do them as close back to back as possible so my brain doesn't forget, you know.
Mhm.
Um, so that's good. Um, Even things like a flex bar, you know, just like do that, and that's like it's a 25, but takes 25 pounds of pressure to flex in half, and so that's gonna work with like hand strength of like pushing things like that. Last Friday, wow, time runs kind of together here. It might have been last Friday,
Mhm.
the Friday before, but I got fit for a new wheelchair,
Okay.
and you know I can actually do this now. Oh my god, guys, sorry if I make you sick, but these arms go back and forth. They're supposed to, but they reach about mid thigh, so it prevents me from sitting down and not flopping because I can't reach back far enough. Because I feel like it's going forward, which is also because I have a fixed foot plate, and it would be easier if my foot plate moved out of the way so that I could put my feet and stand up from my chair rather than out of my chair.
Mhm.
You know, things like that. Sorry, I just had a big snack and I've got the burps.
It's
Um,
okay.
so yeah, like specific. Sorry, what was I just saying?
For your chair,
You were
standing
talking
up.
about the chair
Okay,
and
yeah,
the
okay,
little movable thing on the side and your
yeah. It's like the foot
plate
plate
for your
and
feet. Yep.
everything. Yeah, it's going to be movable, and it's going to be power assist,
Oh, nice.
which I honestly I didn't know was an option. But the guy named Zeb, who came here to fit me for the wheelchair, they're like, oh yeah, no, dude, we're giving you power assist. We're going to give you a power assist. So that's happy too. I'm going to pause so that Mike and Jennifer can introduce themselves.
Okay. Well, we got caller one came in first. So do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, please, to the rest of the group?
Well, I'm Mike in Medellin, Colombia. Glad to be here. I had some uh, technical problems and haven't been able to join, but here now, and good to see everyone.
Good to see you, Mike. I'm glad you got some sound. You're able to dial in on the phone. That was a great idea.
Yeah,
Did you need any time tonight, Mike, to talk?
No, not really. No.
Okay. Good to see you, Mike. I'm glad you made it. And then, Jen, go ahead and introduce yourself before I do. I just want to say your hair looks amazing tonight. I am just
Yeah.
so jealous
Mm-hmm.
of your thick hair tonight. I just want to let you know you just look amazing. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you. I got to wash it yesterday, so I'm Jennifer. I have relapse remitting, was diagnosed April 4th, 2019, and I'm not currently taking anything right now. So that's all I got. I don't think I want to share anything tonight, unless there's a topic that maybe I could chime in on.
Always. Always. We're glad you're here. Thanks for coming. It's good to see everybody. John, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Oh, yeah, just more about the wheelchair and like kind of the care that they're giving me that is reminding me of these chats. So just to update Jennifer, of course, you know what I'm going through, a divorce and all that kind of stuff. But I got to see my doggies tonight over FaceTime, and so that made my day, you know. So it's good to see them. Um, so one of the exercises that I'm doing for PT for like fine motor control, and I know that like Nate, you'll understand what I mean. It's almost one of those like finger grip, you know what I mean? The finger grip with springs and yeah, yeah. And then also with this things, if my uh like nerve damage in my arm is hurting a lot, like there's like a twist and push away with this thing, and also when I'm angry at life and everything, I can hit it on the bed and it's not that loud. Because if it was loud, they come spinning in on me. Like, John, what's wrong? So yeah, so they're taking really good care of me here. I've gained weight because I guess I'm eating 3 meals a day now.
Yeah,
Because
and they don't worry about calories as much in a nursing home as they do other places. So
yeah,
you
especially
might
now.
have to be a little bit more like,
Yeah, but I mean, today it was orange chicken and rice for lunch,
that sounds good.
and it
I
was
eat that almost
amazing.
every day.
And what's that?
I eat that almost every day, some sort of
Oh,
chicken rice, but orange chicken or General Tso's,
ooh.
I'll mix up with
Yeah,
sausage.
yeah. But I was just surprised at like how not bad it was.
Mhm.
And then for dinner we had pulled pork sandwiches and cheesy potatoes. And even though I knew the brand of the pulled pork that they were getting from like Gordon's food service or like Costco or whatever, it's still good. Um, and yeah, they also I have snacks in here. It's cool. Um, but apart on Sunday night when Kim and I were talking about decorating. So a thing
Yes, I'm waiting
that
for the Cribs
yeah,
tour and having posters on your wall. I'm excited about
yeah.
it, seeing it.
So Thursday, they're going to take me to the shop, and on the way back, they're going to stop at the house and pick up all the things on a list. And then I was talking to a friend over FaceTime earlier, and she said, "John, that's ugly. Let me get you new curtains or something. You know, just like a little bit, a little bit." There's a lady my age that lives across the hall, and her room is like decorated more than my house is. You know, like the Funko Pops that I collect.
Mhm.
I can put them right on top of all the lights in here, so there's a place to do it. Um, when I want something changed in the room, I just tell them, and they've already moved like a couple bars around, so I know where I can put my furniture and stuff like that. So it's not going to be my old house, but it'll be home until I complete the next 3 to 4 months of PT and OT here. and I can get an assisted living place in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, where two of our favorite MSers are Dan and Jennifer Digman.
Oh.
So I will be living in the same city as them, which would be really good for how much I just want to advocate now. You know, not just for MS, but for just like conditions in nursing homes in general. You know, it's fine here, but you know, like for instance, there's two people here that may not be with us come Friday because it's been fading very, very quickly. And I only have my own room because the last person to have this room to themselves died like on my fourth day here. So it's like creepy in that way, but it's just something you get used to. But I'm not used to that yet. And I feel bad for the nurses that have like known some of these people for like 6 to like 8 to 10 years. I mean, they're saying goodbye to family too, but they still have to be like super professional and like make sure that the damn shifts are running right and like put on their best face. But the nurse right now, Chris, she's been here since 7 a.m. and it is almost 9 p.m. And she doesn't look like she's going anywhere anytime soon. So I think she's here to help with whatever happens. Um, and it sucks because they're roommates. It also sucks because they're like down my hall. So it's a part of life, but it's also just like it's so close. You know, like it's so like right here. It's kind of nuts. Um, and that's stuff that like I bring up with my therapist Jim. You know, we talk about that, and then that kind of stuff that I bring up with the guys that I get to at least go once a week and go and play cards with the guys, which is going to be wonderful, knowing that I can do that once a week, and it gives me a goal of I want to be able to get in and out of any kind of car that can hold my foldable wheelchair in the back. So if someone wants to give me a ride to cards, whatever day, I can go with them. Because I am of sound mind and body and I can leave when I want to. Like I can check like I gotta tell them, you know, like I can check myself out, plan all that stuff. But yeah. So that's cool. Um, in fact, the store called me earlier. What I mean, it wasn't just one person on the other end of the store, like the store called me. It was like 8 people. And that was just like I've had a good day of like contact and interaction with people. And I know it will get better once I have like my desk, my computer. Like honestly, I'm not on a desk. I'm the bed is just raised all the way up.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, so that's how I'm learning how to do this place and advocate for myself and say like, hey, my knee is hurt. Can I have lidocaine patches so that way I can do 34 steps or you know all these kind of reps. Um, and today, so the other day, they offered me like the bicycle, but I wasn't quite sure about getting into it and onto it. And then I saw them use like it's basically a Hoyer lift, right? So like a Hoyer lift to put them on the chair, then switch it around. So I'm like, yeah, I'd love to try to do that. I'd love to try to do that for a bit. You know, just I want to differentiate things up, but still try to keep the same muscle groups going. And for the first time in my life, I actually fucking care about that shit. If I'm perfectly honest.
Is it
So
an
yeah, so that's where I am, and that's how I'm doing. And um, Carmen, sorry that I just out of nowhere was like, oh yeah, by the way, um, but it happened, and it was in a really gross way.
oh,
She went She went to take the dog to get groomed. She came home. She said, John, I filed for divorce. And all of a sudden, my dad and my sister were there from like 2 hour drive away. Her mom's there, like a 10-hour drive away. And like 10 minutes later, she gets up and leaves with her mom, leaving me with my 77-year-old dad and my sister that's like 3 kids of shit she needs to take care of. And then half an hour later, a social worker showed up. And it was basically the only plan that we could be would be that I would have to go into the hospital until I found a place in a rehab nursing center so I could get rehabbed until I go into an assisted living.
Right.
So that's the process of how this goes.
That's a
And
lot of reality in a short period of time, John.
that bitch has my dogs. She has my fucking tortoise. You know what? This summer I could fence a place in like the yard of my apartment and like have banana for the summer.
That would be amazing if you could do that.
That's a fucking great idea. Oh my god.
If I
Safety allow you
may,
to do that.
when I first got hit with all of this, I had also gone through. I mean, my mom passed away, like right beforehand. I lost like 3 jobs in a row, right?
Yeah.
And all kinds of things just kept falling apart. And once I got hit with this, all I really wanted was for somebody to look at me and say this: "You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not great, maybe
No.
not good, but John, you're gonna be okay."
Yeah.
All right?
And not only am I moving to where Dan and Jen live, I'm moving to the place where I was a high school teacher for a decade
Nice.
and played in bands for 15 years.
What do you play?
I play bass.
So do I.
No, I collect miniature scale basses from Japan, like Taisco from the 60s. I'll have to take a picture of mine and
Really?
post them up.
My,
But
mine's in here and it's kind of packed away because I shake and I haven't been able to play in a while, but it was handmade for me by the son of BC Rich.
yes.
Yes.
That's so great. Yeah, so where I was in bands for that long, like I have so many connections there. And I have so many people there that just haven't known how to help. When they say, if you ever need any help, let me know. And I have never known how to ask for help from those people. But it's good to know that I have that net there, you know.
On. I never know like the right time to say things, but sometimes when bad things happen,
Yeah.
it's for a reason, and you come out the other side
Yeah.
better and stronger than where you started. And I see that for you
Yeah.
in just a few things that you've already said. I mean, if you had continued to live at home where you were, you wouldn't be getting this PT and OT
Yeah. Yeah.
help that I think you really, really need.
Yeah.
And
And I
I,
have,
I think you're going to grow in ways that you have no way of seeing, knowing, or imagining right now.
and I've set some pretty good lofty goals for me to work hard
You
at.
have,
One
you
is
have, and I
that
love it.
I'm going to walk with my walker across the finish line of Walk MS this year. I'm
Oh,
going to be able to get in and out of any car I want. Again, like I said, specifically my friend JJ's Corvette. And as we all know, that's a low sit down, right? He said,
Low rider.
he's like, don't worry, I'll help you out.
If it has a back seat, I don't think any of us could fit in that.
It's just funny that my friends are kind of helping me make these goals. And Nate, since you're a fellow music enthusiast, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a ska festival in Grand Rapids, Michigan,
Nice.
where I'm going to see like Mustard Plug, Catch 22, Five Iron, like just the ska bands. And I happen to be really good friends with one of the opening bands and a band that plays Mustard Plug. Like I was
I
a
know.
bouncer like 8 of their shows at least in the past, you know.
So
So
we could probably, if you want to talk more about this after the session, I'm totally down. Because I was getting at, I just took my kid when he was, I think it was 16th birthday. It was 12 bands at a ska fest. Mad Caddies were headlining it, but they had like all kinds of people come back, like
cool.
like 2 to midnight. Anyway, we could go on.
Yeah, as bass players, we can go on about ska for decades.
I'm old school punk, so that's where I started.
So it's fun to have goals that I think will be very obtainable, and I want to make those goals easy, right? But not for anyone but me. That's gonna be my stuff. So that's all I've really got to talk about. But yeah, when I get stuff up, I'll do the Cribs tour and all that stuff. You know, it'll be good. It'll be fun in here, at least bright. More so than like
Can't
bass.
wait to see it.
Yeah, yeah. But they're taking care of me here, which is nice. So thanks, guys. Thank you. I'm good. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. I was going to say, John, you have a very important voice and you are never shy about sharing your voice. So I think you have an amazing journey ahead of you helping to be an advocate of living in assisted living, nursing homes, care. I think you have an amazing voice and it's going to just shine. So I'm excited for you when you get to that point when you have to get through that tunnel of yuck first. But I'm excited to see you flourish in that down the line. So before we go to Carmen next, does anyone want to say anything? I will introduce. We'll have Corey and Christy introduce before we go to Carmen. Does anything else anyone want to say anything about John before we go into the next?
Very
Okay.
proud of you, John.
Yes, you're doing. I know it sucks and it feels like your life is turned up, but you're doing so well. You are
Yeah,
doing
like
so well,
this
and I
is
just commend you for that.
the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's so much adulting.
Yes.
I gotta learn how to like do bills and financing, and however, spousal support is definitely there. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
Our house has probably doubled in value, so that'll be a good chunk of money that she'll have to figure out how to pay off. Things like that. So I'm good to go there, and we're just gonna see. I wanted to see what I can do.
How long
Again,
have you guys been together and also married? Just out of
11
curiosity.
years and 6.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna figure out a way to get that voice out there. You know,
You're
set
gonna
up a.
Andy Dufresne this man. Crawl through a mile of shit and come out clean the other side.
You just have to hang in there while you go through the ucky, awful tunnel.
Yep.
That you just hang in there. You will get through it eventually, but you're at the like a lot of stuff going on at once.
Yep.
We're rooting for you, John, and we're always here anytime you need us. Because you have the up days and the down days, and we're always here for you. So,
It's true.
and that goes to everybody, not just for John. It goes for
That's right.
everybody. So, okay. Well, let's introduce here. I see Christy on the screen. Christy, you want to introduce yourself, please, and let us know if you need time tonight to talk? Okay, go.
Hold on, let me take this out.
I got you now.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Christy. Currently residing in Phoenix, Arizona. I was diagnosed now 23 years ago in 2003. And recently my doctor changed me from secondary progressive to R&R, back to R&R. So, yay, I guess. Still can't walk, but you know, it is what it is. And I don't think I need time tonight. I just wanted to hop in and see how everybody was doing.
Okay.
Just might pop in on other people pop in. That's about all.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Christy. Good to see you. And then
Mm.
Corey, welcome. Good to see you come in. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and let us know if you need time tonight.
All right. My name's Corey. I live in Indiana. I got diagnosed in 2021. I take Ocrevus. I got relapsing remitting, and of course, I'm just going downhill. So, other than that, I don't really need a lot of time tonight.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Corey.
Thanks.
Let's go ahead and turn it over to Carmen then.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Having a
Yes.
wiring problem.
Loud and clear, Carmen.
I have to sit here and hold my little wire. It's like the oldest headset ever. Anyway, I don't really have anything specific except for maybe just a bit of an update, just because I haven't really been able to get on for a little bit. It's just been hit and miss for me. So I've missed some updates, and I'm very sorry to have missed some of the information. I should really get the link and figure out how to like go view the past sessions. I just never think to do that beforehand. Anyway, I would be able to stay up to date on people's stuff and what you're doing. So I'm currently on nothing because my clinical trial ended very abruptly right before Christmas. So I'm waiting to talk to my neurologist, which is finally happening tomorrow. I'm hoping that he will at least put me back on Ocrevus, since there's not really many other choices for primary progressive MS. And just a little bit of a status update. I talked about this program. It's called CECIL for short. It's Community Supports Independent Living. So instead of having different home care nurses come to you, you get approved for however many hours that you qualify for, and then they fund you directly and you can employ your own people. So that whole process is in action. I'm hoping that I'm on the February review. So I don't know for sure 100%, but hopefully they have made it, my application has made it in for this month. And if so, they've applied for 225 hours a month, which is, I mean, even if you just average it a 30-month day or 30-day month, it's like 7.5 hours a day, which is like, holy shit. I mean, I pay out of pocket for someone to just come sort of assist with food and laundry 8 hours a week. So this is massive. Well, I've actually got a friend that's been doing 6 hours a week, like helping me shower and do a few other things. So 12 hours. I mean, it's like 20 times the amount of support that I'm getting. So it's going to be life changing. And of course, when you hire your own people, they're not just like only allowed to prepare you a light meal or like assist you to the washroom. You can have your employees doing whatever you need to be done. So it's very independent and it'll be so, so wonderful. So I won't be exhausting myself with trying to do all the things that I'm doing, and I'll have support and we'll be able to manage well, and even to have someone help me do some physio and do some exercises. I mean, I have a physiotherapist that comes, but what do you do for the other days when you're too tired to even get into the right position to do what you need to do? That kind of thing. So it's going to be life changing. So fingers crossed, I'm on the February panel. And I mean, even if I only get 200 hours or whatever they decide, something is going to be better than nothing, which is what I've had for a long time. And especially with my husband has just been not very well and not able to help all that much. So it's going to be very, very, it's going to lead to a very improved state of being for me. And that's basically it. That's kind of all I have. I just wanted to say that's where I am. So mentally, I'm feeling, at least encouraged because I'm getting closer to this side of that application process. Things in November were pretty shitty, and just with hardly being able to, like, to go from being able to walk to suddenly not being able to hardly take a step or two was really, really shitty. And then just feeling like, you know, hopeless about help and what to do and everything else. I'm still not really able to get out of my house very easily because I have these two stair lifts and I'm not always strong enough. So feeling a little cooped up, especially with the weather being quite nice here for winter. Had sunshine and like 7 degrees, plus 7 degrees, which is, like around 40, 45 or something like that, decent weather. And here I sit, I can't even get outside on my patio, much less outside. So looking forward to having a little more assistance and doing a few more things and getting stronger at some of those things. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So that's me.
That's fantastic, Carmen. That's all good
Mhm.
news.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope we get great news that you get help and you're back on Okervis, and I hope things
Mhm.
all pull in together for you.
Yes. Thanks.
Well, if we have a little extra time, Kim, I'll change my answer to, yeah, I'll give some updates.
Yeah, because you guys, the people that really wanted to talk tonight have already talked, so take it away.
Well, so John was talking about his wheelchair and stuff. Were you gonna say something, John?
I was about to say I was going to get going to use the bathroom before I go to bed, but Andrea, go ahead.
Um, so, when I moved to the beach, and I lived 2 blocks from the beach, and I used to walk down to the beach all the time. And then it kind of got to the point where I couldn't do that anymore. So I, I'll occasionally drive up to the Ocean Rescue, and they have sort of handicap accessibility there. And, that's great. Um, but I don't really do it that often. And the Outer Banks has a lot of outdoor things like festivals, and
Yeah.
there's the outdoor music venue, and the seafood fest, and arts and crafts shows, and just all sorts of things. And I have trouble doing those things because I have trouble walking. It
Right.
just tires me out, and there's often nowhere to sit. And so I decided you don't have to listen, John, if you don't. I mean, if you okay. Um, so I thought just a scooter might be really helpful. And insurance won't help you pay for scooters because I went and looked online at scooters and they are quite expensive. And, um, I live on Social Security disability. That's not
There
much.
there are
And
grant programs that can help you with that.
So I
Help?
called the
Find help.
National
Find help. Find
MS
help.
Society. Yeah, so I called the National MS Society and they gave me a few places to contact for support. And the first one I reached out to is like Fear, North Carolina, or something along those lines. And if you pay 25% of it, they will get the other 75% of whatever, and they'll help with all sorts of things. And their thing is all about getting people outdoors and outside. And so I have a meeting with uh, the board next Tuesday to see if maybe they can give me some help with, um, I don't know, just getting outside and being able to do things a little more. Maybe I can even take my dog for a walk. Um, so there's that that I'm really looking forward to. Um, and then I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but I do a lot of work with the National MS Society. I have a friend who used to be in a band, and we would do the DIY fundraisers for the National MS Society. And because his band would play, and we would have parties and have people donate to the National MS Society. And I think we would average around $1,200 um, each year at this fundraiser. And then I also do MS activist stuff, like I go to state action days, and I went to DC and met Jennifer and Dan. But I went to DC for the first time last year, and um, where was I going with all of this? Oh, so I thought, again, the National MS Society. And so I had this bright idea with March being National MS Awareness Month, that since I own a radio station, and I know that it's local, but we should be giving them some airtime, like in March. So I reached out to the National MS Society, and um, so yeah, we're putting some stuff together for that as well. And in fact, Rick's not on here, but I should reach out to Rick as well, because we do PSAs for a number of things, public service announcements, for nonprofit organizations, and we might be able to help Rick if he has any interest. Um, anyway, so we had a really good conversation with the National MS Society, and I'm hoping to build that relationship ongoing to be able to help support them as much as I can from my, we're very local here, but we get millions, like 4 million people that come through here in the summertime from all over the place. I think the furthest I like to look at the license plates here in the summer, see where people are coming from. And so the furthest one I've seen was Hawaii, and I don't know how they drove here.
come over on a ship.
Huh?
They
Oh,
come
on a
over
ship.
on a ship. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
some Hawaii plates. It's not super common, but yeah, it does happen occasionally.
Yeah. I like their license plate. They're fun. So, I've got some positive things that have been going on. On the not so fun stuff is probably not MS related, possibly, but I have got this rash. I was telling Rick and Kim at the beginning before everybody came on, that's just literally from my scalp to the bottom of my feet. And I think the only place it isn't really showing is my face. And I think it's starting to creep into my face. And the dermatologist has been throwing steroids at me. And she's getting ready to throw a bunch more. But she's not certain, but she's suspecting that it might be the Keppra that I'm on from the seizures.
Mm.
And I was like, well, I know one way to find out for certain.
Mhm.
Have you
And she's
contacted
like,
the
oh no.
doc? Have you
She's,
contacted the doctor that's prescribed the Keppra for you to let him know?
I talked to him a couple weeks ago and asked him to look at my list of medicines and see if any of them could be what's causing this rash. And he said, absolutely not. There's nothing that would be causing this, but something is doing this. And maybe it's not a common reaction. Maybe it's just my body being weird to this particular, and maybe it's not Keppra, um but yeah, she when I said that, she's like, no, 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 you cannot stop it without talking to your neurologist first. I'm like, man. So she gave me a a shot of steroids to get me through. She said to get me through tonight, and then she's gonna call me back tomorrow for, I don't know, further options. So that's been driving me crazy.
I was just gonna ask,
Absolutely.
like, is it itchy? Is it bugging you? Like,
Yes.
uh-huh.
Yes, it's very itchy. Um it's a very different kind of, I mean, pain, right? Itching.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
it's I
uncomfortable.
mean, right. And just every movement, yeah. So it's been driving me nuts, and it's been putting me in a pretty negative mood.
So, Andrea, not to change the topic, but I want to go back to something that you said. Do you own a radio station? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's random.
Yeah, so it is a radio station that my best friend from 1988, when we met our freshman year in college, has been working for this radio station for a couple decades, and the owners of it, the last owners just ran it into the ground and then went bankrupt. And it was in really bad shape. It went off the air. And so we bought it from the bankruptcy court. And we are now in the process of trying to build it back up to what it used to be. Because it used to be a really cool radio station. Um, so we're not there right now. Right now might be the best time if you want to listen to it. Right now might be the best time to do it because we haven't picked up all the ads that we really want. So there's fewer commercials right now than there typically are, but it's 99.1 The Sound. So if you
99.1?
go to 991 The Sound or just Google 99.1 The Sound, and you can listen to us on the internet if you want to.
Cool. Okay, and the next thing I wanted to just suggest is, have you looked, like, I don't know if you've got a marketplace or any kind of listing. Like, I cannot believe the amount of equipment that I see on marketplace, like electric power, fully powered wheelchairs for $3,000, which are, I mean, I'm getting a quote for around 50,000 for my chair. It's
Oh, it's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So I'm assuming or hoping that these people will, will have, and even the National MS Society will have experience with where to get such things. And I haven't really talked to my neurologist or a physical therapist about this, so I don't have a prescription for it.
Hmm.
But if they want a referral or something like that, I'm pretty confident that my neurologist will give it to me. And
Hmm.
if he wants a physical therapist to do so, I know one. I can go talk to her and I'm sure she would. I mean, I have MS, you know. I
Hmm.
I don't think they wouldn't
Yeah.
approve, be
But even
willing to
so, just
refer it.
random people selling, like, they're selling their estates of their passed away loved ones. Like, there's tons of scooters around often. So just kind of keeping an eye on listings and things like that might be another option, right?
I actually
Right.
inherited two of them in September from my father-in-law who passed away. So
Oh,
I
wow.
actually have two of them, but I don't know if I could send one to, where did you say, Carolinas?
North
Uh,
Carolina, yeah.
yeah, yeah, or I
And so,
certainly would.
and I really want one that is portable, right? I want to be able to put it in my car and take it to the Roanoke Island Festival Park for a concert,
Well, that
or
battery's going to
so
be
like,
heavy no matter what. That battery is going to be the main part of it. So get it the way my father-in-law did it. He was 400 pounds, and he had a lift on the back of his truck that he could hook it up to, and it brought it into his truck.
I've seen some that are only 30 pounds,
Really?
the whole thing. Yeah, and they'll fold
How
up,
long do they
fit in your
last?
truck.
How long do they last? Because I'd be worried about the battery life on something like, I don't
I
know. Yeah, yeah.
have
I
Who
mean,
knows?
I
couple
have a
hours would
portable.
be
I have a portable um, electronic that has two battery cells on it. The entire unit with the two batteries is 60 pounds,
right.
and
Yeah.
it lasts quite a while. And when one battery starts getting low, my husband just goes back there and switches it to the other battery.
Yep.
So you could potentially last quite a while with the two batteries.
60 pounds is you'll
More than
notice
I
60
can
pounds.
lift, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably around what you're going to be looking, or that
Yeah.
you're going to be looking at for a portable
Mm-hmm.
that would last a
Right.
while. Even like taking the batteries out, the batteries aren't that heavy. It's the actual
Yeah.
chair. So I would say the
And then
batteries probably.
there's also options of ones that are all terrain. Maybe I could actually get one that will allow me to
Awesome.
go further than 10 feet on the beach.
I'm going to show you
Sweet,
Carmi's
sweet
cruiser.
wheels.
Do they have something at your beach
Oh,
to
look
make
at that.
it
See, that's,
wheelchair
yeah.
accessible, Andrea?
I'm sorry, what?
Do they have at your beach like a ramp or something that makes the beach accessible? Okay, they do. That's awesome. Okay, we just need to get you something on there so you can actually utilize it.
Exactly. Yes. And
Carmen,
Today's
that's
one looks
that's
awesome.
still going to
Carmen,
beautiful,
apply.
that's
Carmen.
awesome.
I love
Love that
that, Carmen.
photo.
That's, yeah.
Does your
See,
scooter
so
actually
I
have a
can,
license plate on it?
Hmm.
That's funny.
It does. It says Carmi's cruiser. Oh no, that's
Aw.
my German. It's my German license plate. It's from Germany when my husband and I went to Germany.
Okay.
oh,
CW1 HHCW1 Hamburg CW1.
so
Yes.
it's not that you had to register it with the DMV and get,
I
yeah,
don't think they go fast enough to be something that would need to be registered.
right.
Yeah, no, this is just like a German one that we just made when we were there.
That's really cool. I love it.
And then I have my own license plate, which is Carmi's cruiser.
Yes. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's become Andreas's cruiser now because I can't make it down to the garage to actually get onto it. So, but I
Oh,
share nicely.
we just got to find a way to get you in and out of your house.
Exactly.
They can't build a ramp or anything.
No, it's a bi-level house, so like the the ramp would have to be about 50 feet probably or something, you know. So
Right,
I need some
right.
kind of a lift, like I'd need a platform lift or an elevator or something. So, but I'm almost ready.
Mm,
I'm telling you, I'm almost ready. I'm not spending another summer locked in my house. Last year I didn't mind so
no,
much because there was so much road construction, but not this year, man.
no. You got to be able to get out of your house.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm sure getting an elevator installed has its ups and downs though.
Yeah. Ching, ching.
Had to do it.
Hmm.
That's a dad joke if I've ever heard one.
Hey, I
Yeah.
earned these dad joke stripes, okay?
That's
I earned
right.
them. I've paid my dues.
Is there
Love
any,
dad jokes. It's all good.
is there anything anyone
So I
else
guess
wanted?
that's it, Kim. Those are kind of my updates. I feel like life would be really good if I wasn't just constantly itching everywhere.
I feel for you. I really, really do. I
Mm,
imagine baths don't help. Um, yeah,
no.
I can't.
And
Yeah,
quite frankly, I'm not allowed to take a bath because
yeah.
I'm still within 6 months of having a seizure. So I'm still not allowed to drive, not allowed to take a bath.
Oh man.
Seizures really, they gave you big restrictions when you have a seizure. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't got there. yet, thankfully. But who knows? Who knows what the future brings? You know?
Yep. Ugh.
Is there anything anyone wanted to talk about that we haven't discussed yet tonight?
Did Mike want to say something? Mike,
Wait,
I can't remember. Did you want to say something? I can't remember if you wanted to talk.
He said he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'll share this because it was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny when it was happening. It was really struggling. But so there was a leak in underneath my kitchen sink, and my crazy ass was like, "I'm gonna fix it." So I'm like, "Okay." So I looked at the ground. You know, it's way down there. So I think I was stuck on the floor for like 15 minutes because my legs are not as strong as they used to be, and I'm just like, so I'm grabbing the kitchen chair. I was like, army crawling up on the chair.
Oh man.
I was like, this is some bullshit.
Did you fix the leak though?
Mhm.
No.
Oh,
I told my husband, I was like, babe, I'm done. You could do
oopsie.
it. But you know what? Because I mean, I'm that kind of person. I'm just like, and it's really, I just kind of laugh about it because it was
Hmm.
funny. Because
Yeah.
he left right when the leak started because he had an interview for a job that he got. So I'm really proud that he got that. And so I was like, oh shit, nobody's here.
Yikes.
That's when it always happens.
This is
Hmm.
it. This is it.
But you managed to get yourself up?
Huh? Yeah.
You managed? How sweaty and hot were you after that? Oh my God.
Really, I was really upset. Like I was just like, man, this is stupid
Mm-hmm.
because my legs was not happening. But I was just like army crawling to the chair.
Yeah, your legs weren't legging.
They
Yeah.
were naked. They were done.
Hmm.
Nothing there.
It's a stubborn ginger. I can't help it.
Mm. Well, it's
It
also
was
just like you used to be able to do these things. So you just
Yeah.
think, oh, I'm just gonna just like I needed to close my drapes. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stand up and close these drapes. Yeah, you're not gonna just stand up and close these drapes. Like get a grip. But you forget. Like you just think, oh yeah, I just need to do this. Ah, no, I don't. I can't do that.
It's it was kind of it does feel defeating, but you got to find laughter in
Yeah,
somehow because
absolutely. You just
Oh,
have to
yeah, you
laugh.
do. Or you go crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
it was hard for me for a while. I love to take baths. That's like one of my little luxury read in my bathtub. And after having back surgery and rotator cuff surgery to get out of the bath, was on my right side where my rotator cuff surgery was, and I like, oh crap, I can't get out of the bathtub because I can't put weight and I can't turn, and so I have a temporary bar on the left side to help pull up, but it was kind of scary. Like I don't know if I can get up or I need help, and now I can do it because I've healed enough. And last month I started going to a personal trainer to start getting back my strength, especially my upper body and everything. And it's been so wonderful to be able to because when you first start out, you really notice a difference on the strengths on both sides of the surgery. And then
Mhm.
he just he's really good at what he does, and I go to a gym that's catered toward retirees, so I'm like on the young side, and these personal trainers, they know what they're doing, and that's why I go there. And he just has slowly just keeps adding the weights and and it's just been a really wonderful experience to be able to go back to the gym. And I just do it 30 minutes twice a week because anything more than 30 minutes would be way too much with MS, but explaining to him and he understands, like I show up in my summer clothes, I bring my cooling vest, I have to have the iced water. He understands sometimes I need like, oh, where's the fan? And just blast me with the fan because the perimenopause is so much fun.
I stretch constantly, almost like definitely at least 3 times a day. I stretch everything, right? I'm
Yeah.
doing all the different OT and there's some yoga poses, but more OT poses
Yeah.
and stretches. And I've recently just been trying to get more muscle back and balance just on my own. It's
Yeah.
getting there, but yeah. But I relate to losing the autonomy when you were talking about being able to just get up and pull the drapes. I relate to that in many ways. I've lost a lot of that as well. Um, next week I have. Wait a minute. Okay, so Thursday. Is that tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow I see my podiatrist.
Wednesday tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. Thursday I see my podiatrist, which is the one I like to see. That's my favorite because I actually leave there feeling good, much better because I get the cortisone shots in my feet. But then I got pain management next week as well, and that's for shots in my neck, but I only get those like 3 times a year. And then I have my primary next week, and then the next week after that, I have an MRI. So yeah, that's my month coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to Mayo next week, so I get my MRIs, and I won't see my neurologist. I think I see a PA or nurse practitioner that works
Yeah.
with him, so I'm bummed I can't see him, but I'm just glad they see me because I called them in August, and usually I see them September. Last year I saw them November, and now they pushed it out to March. So, but,
Yeah, there probably aren't enough neurologists in the world.
well, they've changed. The Mayo Clinic changed their practice about 3 years ago, where they went from an ongoing to just a consultative. So it's really hard for them to convince. Like, I want to see my neurologist yearly. Okay, well, you might see someone different. It's like, well, I have a built a doctor-patient
Yeah,
relationship. They know me. Like don't and when
my
I first told
neurologist is. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, it was just like when they first told me like you might have to go see it, I'm like I broke down and bawled because this guy, I absolutely love
Yeah.
my neurologist at Mayo Clinic. He is so good and he picks up on things. I mean, when you have a 15-minute appointment with your neurologist here in town and you have like an hour or half-hour appointment at Mayo Clinic, the breadth and depth that you can cover is very vastly different. So yeah, oh my God, I just lost my mind. I just bawled my eyes out when I thought I wouldn't be able to see him anymore because I'm just like, no, this is I need this person in my life because I really, really like him. So I like the guy here, don't get me wrong, but my guy here for a while, there wasn't enough staffing in Iowa, so you could never see him. And I remember I had an appointment that I had scheduled 6 months before, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we need to move your July appointment." I said, "Okay, all right. The next appointment available is December." I'm like, "I'm sorry," because that's September, like the 12th month. And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, December." I'm like, "Okay." So
Wow.
yeah, but I was okay that year because I'm like, I'm gonna go if I can make it in Mayo Clinic in September. It doesn't bother me at all. So, but yeah. But I
Well,
think I get
guys,
the
I gotta
whole
wrap
works.
up and head out here. My husband has finally come inside and
Good
time
to
to get
see you.
some food. Yeah,
Yep.
nice to see all you guys too. I hope everyone's appointments go well and uh, body rashes go away. And I don't know, just thinking good thoughts for y'all. All y'all.
You too, Carmen. You have a wonderful night.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, our next meeting is in 2 weeks on the 24th, and it is at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So it is the afternoon one. Is there anything else anyone wanted to talk about? Oh, I think we lost Nate too. So, or is he still?
I don't see him.
Anything else anyone want to talk about tonight, or we can call it a early night, or
I'm good. It's getting late here.
I was really fatigued today. I spent some time in bed and I was just not moving today this afternoon. All the crazy last 2 weeks and stuff just kind of caught up to me. So, are you still moving back to Colorado, Christy, here in the future?
Yeah, we're moving end of April, beginning of May. So actually, we're moving end of April with plans of finding somewhere to live by the beginning of May.
Okay. I don't know if we'll be there at the same time. We'll have to connect. I have a concert April 30th at the Red Rocks.
Oh yeah. Oh, I believe I should be there by the 30th.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna just do a quick thing or we're gonna spend a couple days. I have no clue, but hopefully the weather's nice on the 30th.
Have you ever been to Red Rocks?
I have been there, but I've never been to a concert, so I'm super excited. I know I have to buy the stadium seating cushions because there's no way I can sit on that stone
It's
benches.
actually it's actually wood. They have wood.
No,
I know, but it's not just
with back
stone.
issues, I have to have the back and then the cushion and
Well,
like
you're in for a treat going
yeah.
to a concert at Red Rocks. The acoustics there is amazing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So, originally I couldn't go because I was gonna be in the dance recital, and then we lost another person in the adult tap class, so they're like, "We're not gonna be in the recital." So I'm like, "Good news, bad news, honey." So we can go to the concert now. So it was pretty
Who are you
exciting.
going to see?
It is a German band. So my husband loves heavy metal music, and I like, dancey pop things, dance music.
Yeah,
So this band is like
a
smushes them
mix.
together. They smush it together. So you have the heavy metal, and then you have like the dancey,
The poppy.
So well, it's having like dancey, like dance, not so techno, but poppy, band
Yeah.
dance music. So, and I've been having a lot of fun because when I found out my tap class was uh ending, I asked, can I join the high schooler, senior, junior tap class, while they learn their recital January through April? And she's like, yes. So I'm learning a tap dance to spice up your world by the Spice Girls with these girls that are like almost 30 years younger than me. And I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm actually keeping up pretty well, but it's just like, and that song came out my senior year of high school. So mindset, I'm there, but I look at these girls and I look at them like, I swear they're not like a day over 12.
Yeah.
No,
Look
they look
so
so young.
young. Like, there's no
Hmm.
way you're senior in high. I can't like just. But the fact that they let me go in there and dance with the girl, I'm just a placeholder. It's like, where do you want me to stand? Because a lot of girls will miss so it helps to have someone there to. So it's been really fun to be able to do. It's challenging. It's fast, but it's fun. And I love to dance. I just absolutely love to dance. So just to be able to do that is makes it super exciting. But I have to practice this week because tomorrow's dance, and I was too tired today. But that was something fun. Like, didn't think that was come back into my life. Last yeah, it was fall of 24 when I came back, when I reunited with my new dance teacher 5 weeks before she passed. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I better get off here too because I need to start getting ready for bed.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll see you in
Maybe.
Colorado the end of April, beginning of May. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you still have my number, don't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I last saw
Okay.
you in my cousin's wedding in 21.
Yeah. Has it been that long already?
Yeah, October 21.
Damn. And I was walking still.
Yeah, you were using a walker and you were having a
Hmm.
big problem with spasms. That was your
Yeah. It was
big
like
thing.
literally like a month and a half later that I could no longer walk.
No, because you got
So
into my husband's cousin's house. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Now not so much. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
because you even came downstairs, didn't you, in the basement? Because wasn't
Yeah.
Steve and
Yeah,
the
we
other
did.
Steve and stuff were watching like a football game or something downstairs?
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Christy's
yeah.
husband makes amazing food. That chicken fettuccine or chicken Alfredo was amazing.
Yeah. My husband is definitely because we've been married for it'll be 19 years this year,
Mhm.
and we've been together. This year will be 22 years. Yeah, 22 years we've been together, 19 married. Since we have been together, I have really never cooked a meal in our
Wow.
relationship because he's the cook. I'm the baker, he's the cook.
This year,
So,
I will pass the line of where I've been with my husband, not married, but with my husband half of my lifetime, which just kind of blows my mind. Oh my God, I've been with you almost half my over half my life this year. Oh my God. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
fun.
crazy.
It is crazy, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I still really like you though. I do still really enjoy being around you and hanging out.
Yeah,
Our
there's there's more days that I like him than there are days that I just don't like him. I'm like, stay away from me. I don't like you today. You're irritating me.
I think the hardest thing that we have is our interests are so different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's so great about this German band we're seeing is because we both really like this German band. So the heavy metal part he's really into, and then the dancey part I'm really into, and then just yeah. And now I like heavy metal music, not so much because it's heavy metal music, but it reminds me of my husband. So I have this ironic, like I find heavy metal music really calming because it reminds me of my husband. Does that make any sense whatsoever to you all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it has nothing to do with the actual music. It's oh, it's my husband, So, and it might be heavy metal music he doesn't like, 'cause he's very, but yeah. So it's just funny. We had a fun discussion because my 18-year-old nephew was here last month, and he just started his freshman year of college, and we were talking about the band Slipknot. So Slipknot came from Des Moines,
Yeah.
and we were talking about it, and he was just blown away that my sister, like, how we knew and know these guys because they were
Mm-hmm.
around, and they're like, he's like, how are you hanging out with these people from Slipknot? And I had to like, I have to tell you, like in the mid to late 90s, there was nothing going on in Des Moines. Like everything shut down at 9 p.m. There's only one thing you could do. So like they all got, if you were like heavy metal, you were all funneled in one place. I'm like, that's why they hung out together. It's very, very
Right.
different. So
Right.
yeah, so it was just super fun to have him be like, "Oh my God, you what?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "The guy from Slim, I used to live a couple streets behind my parents. I ate with one of them at, those not the place where they cook the food in front of you, the Japanese kind of restaurant.
Hibachi.
Yeah, like I ate with not Corey Taylor. He passed away. Joey Jorgensen, the drummer, and his girlfriend from band from Kitty. They're at my table, and then there are five drunk girls that were separate groups. They put different groups together to fill the table up,
Right.
and just fun. Like my husband, uh, Corey Taylor came to a previous band member was had a different group, and he came in and was moshing with the other people, and I'm like this close to moshing, and that was before Corey Taylor got like the really big thick necks. He was just a little skinny skinny dude, like my height. I was really surprised how short he was. But it was just really fun. But my having my nephew just like
Like
my
Before I had heard,
my sister's old
before I-
boyfriend used to make the masks for them. My that guy was the first maggot that was on stage, you know. So it's just kind of fun.
before I
Yeah.
had ever heard of Slipknot, I was a massive fan of Guar. So when I
Mm.
first saw Slipknot, I'm like, they're not Guar, and I
Yeah,
completely treated them unfairly because of that.
yeah.
Because I mean, a massive fan. Like I'm a huge fan. Like I got like autographed stuff hanging on my walls.
From
I didn't
But
Guar?
from
yeah,
Guar or Slipknot? Guar.
Guar.
Yeah, I didn't know how big Slipknot was until I went to the Mall of America in Minneapolis, and I was
Oh,
in
they're
like,
huge.
what's that shirt? There's a store, I can't think of it, and like there's all a bunch of T-shirts, and then like, there's a whole
Hot
row of
Topic.
yeah, like a Hot Topic. And I went in there, and there's some kids. I'm like, is Slipknot big? And they're like, oh yeah, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I just had no because I knew them before they became
Right.
famous. So it
They
was
had a
just
guy whose job it was to play a beer keg with a baseball bat.
oh yeah, yeah. And then the guy that died in the hotel, Paul
Yeah.
Gray, that was the hotel I honeymooned my wedding night. That's what the hotel I stayed at. He died after I had my honeymoon, but that was the hotel that he passed away in. So yeah, it's just kind of
Mm.
interesting. So when I was in Kansas City, I'd be like in the car, I'm like, hey, does anyone want to listen to some Iowa music? And like, yeah, sure. I put on Slipknot.
I like Corey Taylor stuff with Blue October. I like that stuff.
Yeah, I liked
I'm,
probably my favorite. There's some Slipknot songs I like, but one of the Stone Sour albums I really, really
that's it.
like.
Stone Sour. That's what I'm
Stone
thinking of.
Sour,
I got
and
the
then I
name mixed
got
up.
to see him play with the guy that was the first maggot of my sister's first boyfriend at the Val Air, and he played the whole CD, and it was really fun. And that was the first time I was near the mosh pit, and it bit, and I got hit, and like and I fell over, I fell down, and I couldn't get up. And that's kind of a scary thing when you like, are on the ground and you can't get up, and then the guy I just talked to the first night, his cousin picked me up. But I couldn't get up because of the big mosh pit had gotten too big. So
Yeah, I
now that
almost
we're
died like that once
older,
or twice.
we like to like sit somewhere we actually have seats and nowhere near a mosh pit. And my husband's 6'5", so he hates being near the front because he gets constantly smashed in the head by the what do you call it, people when you're crowd uh crowd surfing, the crowd surfers.
Yeah.
Yeah, crowd surfers.
Yeah, because he's
That's
tall.
died down a lot. People don't do that as much anymore.
Oh no, they do. Depending what
Well, when they
concert you're
do,
at.
well, maybe here in SoCal people, but when they do, they usually try to get up on stage and then run and jump. And
Yeah, at
the second time they do that, they get taken out by security.
the German band, they let them know, like, we have lots of crowd surfers, so there's a massive amount of security to make sure they
Yeah.
grab the people so they don't land on their heads, and they set them down, and they go walk and they
Oh
go
yeah.
back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, I did it. On the East Coast, it was, or at least in the East Coast in the '90s, it was
I think crowd surfing
definitely
is
a
way
common
different
place.
now than it was back then. I think it was tend to be more aggressive back then, and it's not as
Oh yeah.
aggressive in some
Well,
sense.
I would love to see what crowd surfing would look like at Red Rocks.
I don't think you could do it
No, because
because of the slants and everything.
yeah, the slant and there's just too much of a gap
Yeah.
between each row. And also, like, if they're trying to crowd surf to get on the stage, there's a good 5 or 6 feet between the front row and the stage.
I'm
So,
hoping for good weather.
well, I'll keep my
February
finger. I
10th.
hope so too, because I'll be back there.
I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, because when I went to see it in 21, that's when I hiked up
Mm.
there, and we were doing a
Guys, I
hiking
gotta feed the
trail.
kid. He's messing with me, so I
Hi,
gotta
Nate.
go.
Good seeing ya.
He wants his French fries. All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one. I'll
Yeah.
see you next week, but 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks in the
Okay.
afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. See you soon. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, but we were hiking with one of Mike's friends, and I'm like, we're so close to the Red Rocks. Can we go visit the Red Rocks? I'm like, oh yeah. And I got because I heard, forever like Moody Blues at the Red Rocks because people record stuff. And so I got to see them. Oh, this would be so cool. And I found out one of my friends had seen oh, what's that Michael Stripes band? Why am I totally blanking out on the name from the 80s?
Um,
This one goes out to the one I love. That's Me in the Corner.
I have them stuck in my head right now. Um,
REM. Yeah,
yes, thank you.
he saw REM at the Red Rocks. I'm like, oh, that would have been amazing.
Well, I'm just saying, you're regardless of what type of music you go to see a concert at Red Rocks, you're in for a good treat. The acoustics are pretty amazing there.
Yeah, I'm like super excited. I just know that you like eat in the parking lot because the food's not very good there. You have to have stadium seating, haul in your stadium seating, and then figuring out what they
Bye, ladies.
blankets. Bye.
Jennifer.
Good seeing you, Jennifer. I guess I'll stop the recording here.